when I was in prison. Hope. When you get hopeless, that's exactly what counters justice. Hopelessness equals injustice. You've got to keep the hope alive, because from this hope, justice will come. Hope. But when you've said that, I've remembered this lady. She's called Jane Kio. She's one of us. She was selling newspapers door to door. Makaratasi. Anakuja, first anarokota makaratasi, hizo magazeti. Kuna gazeti old. Then anazichukua, anaenda kuziuza. And a lady who had, I think it was an ID that was not an original ID, something. And akona hizi newspapers zake. And this lady, when this lady sees the cops, this lady knew, this lady is now the criminal, the one with this ID. Or there is a document that wasn't correct. Tells her, nishikie hii.
Oh, man.
Jane Kio, with her papers, the cops come and they say they want to check this, and they check. And she starts calling this lady who has told her nishikie hii, the mteja. That is how Jane Kio ended up, very long story, ended up being incarcerated, convicted to serve a 7-year sentence.
7 years?
7 years. Jane Kio left her 3 children. Her daughter dropped out of high school. Jane Kio, you will meet her. Her fine was 200K. She's dead. Where is she going? The magazeti. Do your 7 years proper. Jane Kio one day is attending mass. There is a father, a Catholic priest in Hong Kong, Father John. God bless him. He's in his 90s now. He's one of our partners. And every year, but recently he's not been coming every year because of his age now. So every year he'd come, and every time he comes, we go to Langata, he does mass, and then he meets a lot of the people who had been incarcerated in Macau, China, and all those places, mostly because of taking drugs to China. Then he has done his thing, and then they come back this way. So why was he coming to Kenya? To spread the gospel of do not traffic drugs. Even if you're told to carry what for anybody, don't carry. So when we're doing mass in Langata, out of everyone who is attending mass, he spots Jane Kio. And he calls Jane Kio and he's like, how long are you here for? And Jane says, do you know he pays the bill, the fine? He pays the fine and Jane Kio walks out free. Jane Kio, we've been with her for a while now. She's done carpentry and joinery. She leads the eco-friendly briquette production that happens here, which, they pick waste from markets and then they turn it into the eco-friendly briquettes and they sell that. And when she got back, she found her children so bitter. Her firstborn had gotten married. They were left in the house. Mom went to sell newspapers. Mom never came back. And she's not coming for the next 7 years. The second-born daughter followed the first-born daughter where she got married. The husband was like, I married one girl. Who are you? What is this about? And you're in high school. She struggled, that girl. The son, let's not even go there. When Jane Kio came, she did not know where to start. But because of, one, the support of Father John to bail her out. 2, the funding we get is what we use to train her to do the carpentry and joinery. She has a skill and has a trade. 2, she also trained to do the eco-friendly. So she never sleeps hungry. But most importantly, her daughter went to Linton's Academy Linton's Academy is one of our partners. So we source for funding, take some of the women, but mostly their children, because they're still youthful, to go through the training at Linton's Academy. That daughter is about to take a flight and leave this country through that trade of hairdressing and beauty. She does Caucasian hair.
Wow.
This salon you're seeing here,
Yes.
those are the people. They are trained at Linton's Academy.
So this here is, because when we walked in, I was just like, what is
What
going
is the
on
salon
here?
going on here?
Well,
So as they were trained by Linton's, and they get the best training with the best products from L'Oreal. Some of them, one of them is working at Urban. The one who is working at Urban, Mary, was in for life. I think she was even on death row. And I think after 11 or 13 years, she got out. She went into Linton's, did the Linton's hair training through funders money. She's now working at Urban, one of the best salons in this town. They get jobs. And guess what? Those employers don't mind. Linton's Academy does not mind. These are formerly incarcerated women, and
there's no stereotype.
there's no stigmatization. You know, they accept them, they train them, and now they are working. Some have opened their own businesses. You know, it's so. The reason why I get so excited is to see that life that was so hopeless turn around. And believe you me, if you hadn't stepped in, that woman would have gone back. But most importantly, the children, you know? So we're setting up an ICT hub. That's our dream for the youth, because the youth are so many now. And they're saying to us, some don't want to come into hairdressing or to do the eco-friendly or to do the textile hub. Oh, Ann Gonyo is another one. I met her on death row, Alangata. And I'm like, hey, these ones of death row, me, I don't know. But anyway, at least me, I'm around for just a year. Death row. Then she got, she went for appeals. She got commuted to life. From life, she got 40 years. Yani, the judge is reducing to, I'm removing you from life, I'm giving you 40 years. Hey, you're listening to these stories, you're like, let me do my 1 year, get out of here. 40! Hey! I've not even lived up to 40. Yeah. I want out. So, when I got out, do you know those notes I was telling you about?
Yeah.
I got out and met her daughter that she had left when she was 6 years. She's now an adult. Natasha, oh, lovely girl. So Natasha then now does, through scholarships, she goes to St. Paul's University, studies communication. Then we employ her at Clean Start. She heads the children's department. She's the one in charge of children who have been left on the outside. Then by God's grace, after 22 years, Anne gets released. The president pardons her.
Yeah.
She's now heading the textile hub.
What? So that's somebody who was on death row?
Yes.
Wow.
Hope. Some things that I learned when I was in prison. Hope. When you get hopeless, that's exactly what counters justice. Hopelessness equals injustice. You've got to keep the hope alive, because from this hope, justice will come. Hope. You know, even when people say, oh, look at the country, look at what has happened, look at what not, complaining here and there. Is there hope? Can we make things better? The other thing, you can't lose hope, because even when we go to that prison and they see these women who are formerly incarcerated, hope arises. Hope. They can hold on to that hope. Even when they're in those groups.
And how young are they, the ones inside from?
65% of the incarcerated are youth. 35 years old and below.
Wow.
Who have never had a first-time job. So that explains to you. You see these Gen Zs you're hearing all over the streets saying, even if you kill me, it's because if they're not in those streets, then they're in the prison. Hopeless. Never had a first-time job. The largest population in prison are the youth. Below the age of 35. Never had a first-time job. That's the current state. But we can change it. We can turn it around.
Let me ask. So I'm still at this. We've only given stage 1, which is bail. The same applies for fines. Because some people, it's
the same.
It's a fine.
It's a fine.
So you can write to the exact same.
Yes, bail or fine, it's the same. The only difference, one was just wasting away, not knowing when they will ever leave. Another one had an exit date, but they couldn't afford the fine.
So now you'll decide.
Yes.
I get it. So because you can find somebody there with 300 shillings.
Exactly.
Or even just say 2,000 shillings.
Yes.
There's no point of
continuing being here for the next 2 years.
Here's your fine paid, leave.
But fine has been paid. Go home to your children.
Wow. Okay.
You know? And you rebuild your life. But even as we pay this bail or this fine, you've been taking the program. So there's a mindset shift that must happen. And that's why we pick these ones in the program. Then, when you come out, you're not just walking out to wander around.
There's a community,
you're going to. Come, let's hustle together as a community.
And people who understand, it's almost like, this is a bad example, but it's like AA.
Yes.
It's like an AA group where people understand what you're going through.
And hakuna judgment.
Yes.
I know, like, you don't even need to explain to me. During your bad day, I understand. I know, I've been there, I understand.
Call me when you're being called an ex-con and you're about to, yes.
Your child does not want to see you because you abandoned them and went.
Wow.
I understand. It's the same thing I came back home to. My children did not want to see me because I abandoned them. And why are they so hurt? What they experienced from the day you left.
What about now partnerships of in-kinds?
Yeah.
Because I like what you said. You said not everything, the solution. What we want is the thing.
Yes.
So we want the people out of jail.
Yes.
You get? So again, I was saying the only route for something isn't money.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a legal firm that says, listen, as a CSR, we want to give you.
We're going to legally represent these people and they get out.
Yes.
They didn't give money, but they gave their expertise and time.
Yes.
Which is money. You can cost it.
Yeah, of course.
And we do cost our in-kind donations because it wasn't cash, but it's costed something.
Of course.
So whether it's time or it's an expertise, it costs. So you could, when you talk about in-kind, it could be either you have offered of, like what we've talked about, the legal expertise, or you could say, what days do you go to Langata? I will come, I will train on etiquette, I will train on communication, I will train. You gave of your time, you gave of your expertise, and it could be whatever it is that you want to train, that these women are now going to leave, and on their certificate it will show, I was trained on that. It could be financial literacy.
Yeah.
It could be how to open a bank account and manage that bank account. Things they've never learned. Yeah, and we can guide you on that.
So if they want to get in contact with you, what's the mode of contact? Yeah,
so they could either email support@cleanstartafrica.org. So support@cleanstartafrica.org is the one we use a lot to communicate with our partners. But I'll also share with you our numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, as you're talking right now, they're on the screen.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
So they can call directly to the office. They could email. And they could say, I want to come and support the train. They could even come and offer leadership training. We have to invest in these trainers. These very women that we're sending to train in those prisons, we have to invest in them, in their leadership. But where were they ever a leader? So you could say, I'll come and invest in these trainers of trainers. So that when they go into the prisons,
They are
they're
going
so
equipped.
empowered and equipped. You know, that's another area. You could say, you have this salon here, fully equipped. I want to set up the exact same kind of a salon, or even bigger or smaller, in Nakuru, for your women in Nakuru, or for your women in Mombasa. I want to set up the eco-friendly briquette making production unit in Busia. I want to set it up in Embu.
I want to start something, whatever it is that company or the person listening is a professional. It's a service you're willing to
offer the women who can do that. But even in kind, you could say, I have an extra microwave. I am upgrading my.
Wow.
I'm upgrading things in my house. That woman who was in there for 20 years is coming to sleep on the floor.
Yeah. You know, there's nothing that you can't take.
From a mattress, from a blanket, a shirt.
Even kids' clothes. They have kids.
Kids' clothes.
I mean, one of the
kids' clothes. Anything. Why? Every day when we go to pick these women, where are we taking them? Where is this fully furnished house that they're coming to get into? We only have 2 safe houses, this one here and the other one in Kisumu.
What?
2 safe houses in the country. Someone has to travel from Nyahururu to come to Nairobi into the safe house. And how many people can we hold there? So what do? Either we look within this chapter who can host this one. And it's not like they are well off. You're squeezing in a one-room house, you know? Or where can we get 3,000, pay 2 months deposit, and then at least you have 2 months. But instead of using the 10,000 to buy mattress, to buy sufurias, we could have saved the cash to do the miles because someone offered their extra sufurias. And so when these women come out, we're like, you've got sufurias, you've got some plates, at least you can start. And instead of sleeping on that carton, here's a mattress. You can begin life.
You know, there's so many different aspects to this. There's so many different, you're touching first and foremost, there's a lot. There's you guys going into the institutions.
Yeah.
And you can go there with the
mentors.
With the mentors, you can go with people with different professions.
Exactly.
People to help people who are already incarcerated, who are currently in.
Yes.
Then there's the ones who, okay, now that these people are in, how do we help the ones who are in get out? That's a whole other services that you offer, like the bail that I sent.
That you've sent.
You get
yes.
all the way from CSR to all the different things.
Yes.
Then now there's the offspring or the children of the ones who are in. They also need solutions.
School fees.
School.
We've just paid school fees right now.
Hey, you guys
for
are
children
doing a lot.
Who their mother is incarcerated. And let me tell you something, even incarcerated outside the country. But those children heard of us. They came. And when we go and see where they're living, by themselves waiting for their mother to come back, you cannot say to this child, you can't. They fall in our demographic. So every beginning of the term, children of incarcerated parents, you've got to fundraise for their school fees. But they are organizations that pay school fees.
Mm-hmm.
But they never think
of this demographic.
That they are children whose parents are incarcerated. So let's include them in our scholarship program.
Let's say 10% goes to
children of incarcerated parents. It's not their crime, but now it's their sentence because they don't have school fees, because mom is in prison. We can change the trajectory of these children.
I've also heard you talk about, as they come out, first of all, there's a group that goes to meet them.
Yes. They need transport.
Exactly.
To go and pick that woman to bring her out.
You know, as we've been doing this CTA, every time we take a break, you go back to your phone.
You've seen.
You go back to your phone.
To attend to this, to attend to that. And
I remember I kept asking you, what is it? But now I'm getting.
Now you're getting it.
and you're like, there's a fire I have to put off here, there's
Yeah.
this, I have to do this. But I didn't even know that this place is like a safe house.
It's a safe house. And these are real life. Let me tell you, Richie, between you picking the call and not picking the call is someone's life at stake.
Guys, for CTA, today I've made her switch off her phone the whole day.
I